welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I'm so excited that you're here and I'm so excited to finally get to do this. Today we're gonna do a quick apartment tour because I think that the best way to get to know someone is to go through just all of their shit. So that's what we're gonna do today. So the first thing that you're gonna see when you walk in is gonna be straight through the entire apartment. We have this entryway hallway with all of the things that we need before we leave: keys, phones, AirPod cases. We have drawers for masks even, so we can't forget our masks. And then we have shoes in the bottom, and those are just the ones that we wear every single day. We have hooks for backpacks. This is actually an IKEA kitchen rod that I bought for the kitchen originally, and then I decided that I liked how simple it was, so I just wanted to keep it in the front hallway to hold keys. Now it gets a little bit overcrowded because it's definitely not meant for that, but I just like how simple it is and that you don't even notice it when you first walk in. Why is there 2 bathrooms in a 700 square foot apartment? No one has any idea, but you know, we like it. We like that we have our separate spaces. This is definitely the boy bathroom. The one upstairs is a little bit more pink and girly, but I tried to make it, you know, still welcoming to guests. So we have a cute little hand towel. I made sure to put plants in every single room so everything felt really homey. When you come over here, this is the print that I made for Marshall. It says, "Do one thing every day that scares your family." And I love it. I originally found it on a tea towel and I knew I just needed it in print form. So I went ahead and made that for him. And that's pretty much it for this bathroom. I mean, it is just a bathroom. We can exit. One thing I do want to point out about the apartment is that the downstairs is entirely concrete floors. There's no carpet, there's no wood. The downstairs is 100% concrete floors. The next thing that you'll come across is this really big mirror. It's also in the entryway, and this is kind of where like we do our outfit of the days, where we style, where we make sure that we look good right before we leave the house. I got this mirror from IKEA and it is huge. Like, you can see the entire kitchen behind it. And I love it. I like that it's black and it's simple. And I think that you're supposed to hang it, but I really liked it leaning like this because that way I can move it around the house. If I ever want it upstairs, if I want to do, you know, big outfit try on upstairs, I can just bring it up there with me, and that's really, it's just so nice. From here, when you look to the right, it's the very first thing out of the front hallway. This is our kitchen area. So the best thing about this kitchen, hands down, is the view. I love that I can sit here and wash dishes and also have the TV on and have, you know, Marshall sitting on the couch or have friends over and still be a part of the entire conversation. The other thing that I really love about this kitchen is the countertop. We have this really big island, and I don't know if you can tell, but like I can literally not reach the sink from the side, and I can literally not reach the other side from the side. And like that's me leaning over the counter. When we come over here, you know, you have generic fridge, stove, the microwave's built in, which is super nice. We also have this little light, which is kind of fun, just to make sure that this corner gets a little bit more light because as you can see, it is just like a corner and the windows don't quite reach it. Are you done? Okay, so welcome to the living room space. In here we pretty much just have our couch, our TV, some gaming systems. Behind me is the record wall, which is everybody's favorite place to stop when they visit. We have a record player and we have our favorite records on display. Of course, we have a selection in the cabinet underneath, but it was really a fun way to bring in our personalities with our decor. From there, we have all the just generic living room stuff. We have our TV, we have our media console, you know, Xbox, Switch, Google Home, all that stuff. It all just sits right there. This media console is actually from All Modern, and I love it so much. This was the first piece of like adult furniture that we bought, but we keep all of our electronics, all of our gaming systems in there. And I just love it. It's very mid-century, but the wood on top is pretty dark, so it matches really well with the wood that's on our windows. Over here we have our coffee tables, which are also from All Modern. I love the hairpin legs, and I love that it brings in marble and wood. We used to have a much bigger table at our last apartment, but when we came here, we had to downsize just for space reasons. And honestly, we don't eat at the coffee tables ever. So they're the perfect size for a couple of feet and a couple of drinks. And that's all that we really need. On the coffee table, I try to keep it pretty minimal since they are so small. I've got my fiddle that I'm growing from scratch. He's doing pretty good. And we just have these coasters. Again, the coasters are bringing in the marble and the wood. That's the same as the wood on the media console, which is the same as the wood on the windows. Just trying to keep everything really cohesive, which helps the place look a lot cleaner. Over here we have our couch. Do not buy this couch. This couch is not great. It was $500, which, you know, maybe for $500 it's a fine couch, but in reality, it's not great. The back does fold down. So when we have guests, it's a perfect place for them to stay. But the couch itself is not very comfortable, and like over here, it's starting to kind of come apart where it comes down from our fat backs, I guess, just sitting on it, but would not recommend as a long-term couch. We're planning on getting a new one soon, but we do like the way that it actually looks. I guess that's the one positive part about this couch, is that in this space, it is the perfect size, and it's just very neutral. So moving on from the couch, I'm gonna bring you over here to our little office area. This space in the apartment is brand new. We essentially installed it for COVID, knowing that we had to have a place to work. I'm not going to talk too much about the computer and the setup just because it is Marshall's gaming computer, and I just use it to edit videos because it does work better than any computer I've ever used. This corner was a challenge though, because, you know, it is a boys' space for video games and it's a boys' space to hang out, but it's still so close to the rest of the living room and something that everybody else, even guests, have to look at when they come over, that I wanted it to still feel like it was part of the rest of the house. We went with this really, really basic white desk that I got from IKEA, and then everything on it is the same color scheme. So, you know, we have these books, one's black and one's the wood kind of texture that you can see in the rest of the apartment. All of the plants are still in white pots or terracotta pots. And when you move up here, we have these shelves that again bring in a little bit of natural with a little bit of this like metal touch. These are from Urban Outfitters, and I will link these below because I love these shelves. They're so simple. They take one little nail to hang up, and they don't hold much, but they do add something to everywhere that I've ever put them. So one thing I would recommend if you have an office that's also part of your living room is to kind of nix the usual office things. So pencil holders, desk chairs, get rid of all that stuff, keep it in the drawers, get some storage for below the desk, and set up things on your desk that you actually want people to see, and decor items that, you know, are a little bit more fun, but also go with the rest of the room. So for us, I actually decided not to get a desk chair for this office space, and instead I went for these like Eames fake faux chairs. I found them for $100, which compared to a regular Eames chair is a really good price. And they've held up pretty well. I keep pillows in them just so they stay comfortable. But like I said, like a rolling desk chair just doesn't have a place in my living room. So just to the right of this office space, we have the stairway that leads up to the loft bedroom. I created a gallery wall leading up the stairs because this wall was just so big and white when we first moved in that it really dwarfed the rest of the apartment. I saved a lot of money on these big art pieces by designing them at home and having them printed at Office Max. These pieces went from being like $50 online to being $3 and then getting them printed for $15. Okay, we've made it to the bedroom / upstairs bathroom. The one thing that separates the bedroom from the bathroom are these giant barn doors, and I love them so much. This might have been another selling piece of this apartment. I love that these just came with it. They're huge. They roll. Oh, it's so satisfying. So walking into this bathroom, it's pretty small. There's not a ton to see. Let's get this light on. Whew. Okay, there we are. So in here we have all the regular stuff. These cabinets are actually full of just my stuff because I'm pretty much the only person that uses this bathroom. Marshall uses the one downstairs, except to brush his teeth, which means that I get all of this storage space, which is pretty nice. Over here we have just like these little wicker containers from Target. They were like $10, and I just use them to hide things like tampons and secrets. So would recommend any girl get them if you're living with your boyfriend. And then last but not least, we have my little bath mat. This is actually from Urban Outfitters, and it is the first thing I bought for this apartment because I knew that my shower tiles were going to be kind of this pinky color, and I was gonna make this bathroom my own, and it was gonna be pink, so I claimed my territory by adding a pink bath mat day one. So this is our lofted bedroom space. We kept it really simple, we kept it really light and airy. I really don't like when people's bedrooms have too much art or too much color because I just don't understand how you sleep. It's bad enough that we have a TV in here and we just watch TV all night long. So for the bedding in here, we kept it super simple. We have this blanket that's just white with some tassels. I got this from Target, really cheap, and then I also got this linen bedding from Target. It's from the Magnolia collection, but I do think that linen bedding is totally the way to go, and Target is definitely the cheapest price. I did my research, I looked. So the desk chairs actually came in a set of 2. So we have the other one up here in the corner, just next to a little table that I got also from IKEA. And you know, this is such a scam. 99% of the time, this chair is covered in clothes, and I would actually recommend, if you want to keep your house clean, to not have a chair in your bedroom. This rug is actually from Urban Outfitters, and you know, being the cheap bitch that I am, I did not buy it. I actually had a friend give it to me when I first moved in because the concrete floors were so hard on my feet and I was still waiting for our other rug to come in that I just couldn't handle it, and she gave me this rug that she was done using, and I really appreciate it. It actually, as much as I didn't think it would, ties this entire room together. Over here I have my end table. Underneath it is a basket that I use for storage, mostly blankets and things, and on my end table, I just keep this little golden jar for, you know, earrings or anything I might forget to take off right before bed. Over here, I have my lip mask that I put on every single night. I just like having next to my bedside. And then I have this salt lamp, which I never ever turn on. I actually literally took the bulb out of it because we just installed these new lights that I love so much more. And I think that these were like $3 for the bulb and then like $5 for the cord, and so easy to install. I did it all myself. And they're perfect. They just kind of frame our bed perfectly. Originally, I did want to get a piece of art for the middle of the bed, but seeing it now and like having it be as simple as it is and like minimal, I really am actually enjoying it without any artwork on top. This is definitely the best way that I found to do a bedroom on a budget. You know, spend a little bit more on your bedding and the things that really matter to you, and then leave the rest blank. Don't try to fill in all the gaps. This is where you sleep. It should be calming and it should be exactly what you want. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm so excited to be here. We did it. We got through the first video. The first one's supposed to be the most awkward, so hopefully it can only go up from here. Be sure to comment below. Be sure to subscribe. Let me know who's out there. Connect with me on Instagram. I'll put the link to that below as well. Okay, we're finally done. Thanks for being here. Bye.